Welcome back to Blue Ridge Silverhound. Hope you guys are ready for a nice little variety that you could cherry pick in your change today. And I have good news for a lot of you left coasters that are, in California, Oregon, Washington, and places like that. This probably applies more to you than any other part of the country. But the good news is that these can be found just about anywhere. Okay, with enough searching, you could find a 2004D Roosevelt dime with a quote-unquote doubled ear. So at first glance, this dime that you see on screen here really does not look like much. It looks like just your garden variety pocket change piece, that was probably stuck to a penny at one point because soda spilled on it or whatever. But this looks like just a regular, good old, Roosevelt dime. Okay, 2004D, aside from the variety that I'm going to tell you today, there's not a whole lot going on. Okay, even high graded specimens don't command as much money as some of those other coins in different denominations. So, what exactly are we looking at on this coin? Okay, I can tell you this right now. The good news is you could see this variety without the aid of any sort of magnification. Okay, it sticks out pretty good. Another thing that you need to know about this coin is that it is a known cherry picker's guide variety, so it is published in that book as being a major variety. Okay, and third, this coin is rare enough that it is worth money straight out of change in XF, AU condition. They're worth more in mint state grades, of course, and we'll get to that here shortly. But these are the three hot points that you need to know about this coin. So take a look at this close-up that I've put together of just the front of the coin. Okay, the back, there's nothing that has changed on the reverse of the coin that you need to concern yourself with. So as you look at Roosevelt's ear, you see a kind of a circular line, okay, that runs through the ear and then through the back of his ear and into the hair. You would almost think that it could be part of the hair, all right? But upon closer examination, all right, the line clearly goes through his ear, all right? And for the longest while, this particular variety was known as a double die, okay? However, extraordinaire variety expert Ken Potter has debunked this as a double die. However, it is a prominent clash die, which simply means that when the mintage machinery, the presses at the U.S. Mint, were cranking these coins out, somehow, some way, they ran one shot of the press without an actual blank in there. So the two dies clashed together with nothing in between. There was no planchet of any sort. I hope I didn't lose you on that one. So what it does is it leaves the impression of the obverse on the reverse and then vice versa. So you get this neat little clashed look to it, where you have a secondary image of what would be, on the opposite side on your coin. So in this case, what you have is a slight 5-degree rotation from the image of the reverse with the olive sprig that has clashed onto the ear of Roosevelt. And there you go. That's what you have. Even though it's been debunked as a double die, it is still a cherry picker's guide variety. Okay, it's more die damage than anything else, but it's rare enough that people do want this. Now let's talk about price, because, you want to know how much this coin can sell for. Ideally, you want to get something like this graded, all right? Now, you could go with a lesser, more economical grading avenue, and that would be annex. That's always a sensible route, okay? You don't need to spend any money for a membership, none of that business. As long as you get it authenticated as being that clash die variety, then you could turn around and, make a few bucks on it. So the most recent example sold on Great Collections, okay, and it was graded AU58 through Annex, and it sold for $90. So, with the grading fees and everything like that involved, this individual that sold this or consigned it made about $60, $70. That's not bad. That's quite a bit of money for a coin that is barely 15 years old. There is one other example currently on eBay. Okay, it's a mint state grade. It is authenticated in kind of not a third party grader that anyone would typically use, but it is in there, and they're asking $180 for it. So that's kind of like the baseline range for this coin. I suppose you don't need to authenticate it, but you get more money when it's in a plastic slab. This is a coin that probably even more circulated than about uncirculated, that you could see possibly getting between $25 and $50 for, because it's a coin that you don't typically see. Anyways, I wanted to point out this nice little potential future pocket change find that you guys can treasure hunt for in your change, coin roll hunting, piggy bank excursion, whatever you want to call it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, it's the 2004D Roosevelt dime with the curved line, which is a clash die in Roosevelt's ear. Pretty neat. And again, the best way you could support me is go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, Blue Ridge Silverhound. I do have Facebook and Instagram. Come find me, check me out. And as always, appreciate your guys' support. You guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.